Hello, my name is Carlos and she is my partner, Cindy Solano. We are going to talk about Minisumo robots today. It will be known the operation of a Minisumo robot of competition were the necessary components for the elaboration of a Minisumo robot in all its aspects mechanical, design and manufacture, and electronic, interventions on limitations and solutions that were given to this.
The weight of a sumo is 3 kilograms and his size is for 20 by 20 centimeters. And for a mini sumo is 500 grams and his size is 10 by 10 centimeters. The regulation of a road competition, the first part is dojo. The size of the dojo is different for a sumo and mini sumo. However, shade the edge should be 5 centimeters bright white and the interior should be matte black. It must be located at the height of 5 centimeters above the ground. The competition has five design restrictions. The first one is the road will not have parts that can damage the dojo. The second one, the road can shoot projectiles. Third, the road can have a device that fixes it to the dojo and prevents it from moving. Fourth, the road can be designed to divide into different pieces when the combat begins. And five, structures can be displayed as long as the road can collect it automatically, so that is the within the maximum area once the combat is over.
Rules of the combat.
First,
The combat consists of 3 rounds of a maximum duration of 3 minutes.
second,
That all begins 5 seconds after the signal is given. The robot that moves during those 5 seconds loses the fight.
third,
The combat finishes with the robot that manages to throw his adversary from the dojo without leaving.
fourth,
That all will be repeated if the robots are locked indefinitely or if the 2 robots touch the ground at the same time.
fifth.
A robot loses the combat if a piece of it falls off. Important aspects of the Minisumo robot. 1. The run. The run is the point of contact with the adversary. The robot that manages to slide the run under the opposite manages to reduce the pushing force of the opponent. Most of the times, that one that manages to slip below will win the round. 2. The force. If no robot manages to slide under the robot that has more strength will be able to expel the other and will win the round.
3. Detection. Being able to detect the opposite is essential to throw him off the tatami or dojo. In the same way, it is better to be able to detect the edge of the dojo so as not to get out of it. Sensors are very important in a sumo robot. 4. Speed. Both the speed of movement and the detection of the opposite at parameters that can give a sufficient competitive advantage to win the fight. 5. Adaptable. If a sumo robot has different modes of behavior, it can adapt to enemies. This is a great advantage. 6. Differential direction. The differential direction is that the wheels on each side have an independent motor to move in a straight line. They turn at the same speed and to change the direction they turn at different speeds.
Run theory. The goal of the Minisumo robot is to push your opponent out of the field. The front run will be the one that contacts the opposite road. As we will see below, the success of the robot depends to a great extent on a good design with the run. The run can be designed with 2 different approaches. 1. Try to get our adversary at the run, making all the possible weight of his robot fall on ours. In this way, we subtract traction to the contrary and we did for us.
2. Make a very reflective run so that when the opposite robot climbs on it, its ground sensors are activated as if it were on the edge. Then the opposite robot will back off and we will use his own strength to push him out of the ring. One weakness of this approach is that you can program the robot so that it does not fall into this trap. You just have to ignore the front edge sensor if you have your opponent ahead. The second weakness is that if you go back down the ramp, nothing tells us that in the next encounter we will get the opponent robot to climb in our ramp. It could happen that we climb on his and lose the fight.
A state machine is a way to organize a program into a number of easy to understand states that each performs a well-defined function to operate the robot in a specific situation. Events that reflect a change in the robot situation cause a transition from one state to another. The Minisumo robot example application has four states: survive, hunt, target, and attack. 1. Survive. The robot enters the state when it detects the dojo edge. Its goal is to survive but not going off the dojo. The robot rotates away from the sensor that sends the edge to face back toward the center of the dojo.
Action 1. Rotate away from the line sensor that sends the edge. 2. Switch to hunt state when rotation is complete.
2. Hunt. The robot is now at the edge of the dojo but hasn't sensed the opponent. The robot moves around in an arcing pattern, so its range sensors will switch across the ring in hopes of sensing the opponent.
Actions 1. Switch to subvariate state if dojo edge detect. 2. Switch to target state if range sensors indicate an object ahead. 3. Otherwise, drive in an arc by applying more power to one wheel than the other.
3. Target. The opponent has been sensed ahead. Aim the robot to face the opponent directly.
Actions 1. Switch to survive state in dojo edge detected. 2. If still sensing opponent but opponent is not directly ahead, turn silently to aim at opponent. 3. His opponent is directly ahead and close, switch to attack state. 4. His opponent is ahead but no close, move straight forward. 5. Otherwise, switch to hunt state.
4. Attack. The opponent has been found and aiming is complete. Ride straight ahead at full power to push the opponent off the dojo.
Actions 1. Switch to survive state if dojo edge detected. 2. Otherwise, drive straight forward at full power.
Well, this is the final video. Thank you for watching us. See you in the second part.
Bye!